Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome to the grand finale of Crusader Kings 3. So this is it, this is the final part of our story of the Cupboard Dynasty, but of course there is still much for us to do. We're not quite done yet, the story has not reached a conclusion, so we're back for the final time with Empress Ealhswith, and I imagine she is very much feeling the weight of expectation right now. There is a lot resting at the moment on Ealhswith's shoulders, and this pressure is of course down to her needing to make a mark on the Cupboard Dynasty like her more immediate ancestors did. So her mum, Empress Short, the mighty and fearsome and the all-round completely brilliant Empress Short, she consecrated the entire Cupboard bloodline, offering it divine protection forevermore. Emperor Teapot, who is Ealhswith's granddad, strengthened the Cupboard bloodline, making it stronger and more resilient for future generations, and of course he also created Teaism, the one true faith, a faith where having a lovely tea party is part of one's religious duty. And Empress Swain, super clever, super brainy Empress Swain, who is Ealhswith's great-granddad, he founded the Empire of Cupboard itself, the glorious and wonderful Empire of Cupboard, which future generations of cupboards have gone on to expand and make the most powerful empire in the known world. So yeah, her immediate ancestors have done some pretty impressive things, and of course they were just the highlights. They did loads of other things too. Swain with his mega brain unlocked loads of cultural research. Short was the first of our characters to enjoy a lovely morning watching religious heathens burning at the stake, but now it is Ealhswith's turn. She needs to do something impressive, something huge, something to enshrine her name into the history books forevermore, and I think we all know what that thing is. She is, of course, going to go forth and mend the Great Schism. So Christianity has become fractured. Somebody's dropped Christianity after drinking too much holy water or something, I don't know, and it's shattered. It has broken all over the place, but Ealhswith is going to be the person to repair it. She's got the Great Schism glue, she has the Great Schism tape, and more importantly, she's got the instructions telling her how to put the Great Schism back together, which is very, very important indeed. And as you can see from the requirements here, she is almost ready to make this happen. All we need to do is go and get our hands on the county of Alexandria and then make sure that it is Teaist, which should be no problem at all. Now if we go and have a look at the actual county of Alexandria, there it is there. So it's all the way down here, currently held by the Byzantine Empire. And if we go and have a look at the Byzantines, they confuse me a bit because they're huge. The Byzantine Empire is huge. It is vast. They hold an awful lot of land. However, for whatever reason, the Byzantine Empire can only muster 7,226 soldiers, which is not very much at all. I don't quite know why their military strength is just so very, very rubbish, but there we go. It is not very good at all. Do you know what though? It's his problem. It's not our problem. This is a Byzantine Empire problem, so it will not be any trouble at all for us to go to war with the Byzantines and get Alexandria. I think it's going to be very, very straightforward. And this is interesting because I thought the tricky objective of mending the Great Schism was going to be this one here, becoming a religious icon. I thought that was going to be the trickiest one. But no, as we saw last time out, as we saw previously, going to war with all those Catholics was really helpful. It was really helpful in boosting our devotion. So while I thought this was going to be the trickiest objective to achieve, it actually turns out that it wasn't that bad. So unfortunately, we don't have any claims on Alexandria. We can't just go and declare war on the Byzantines right now for this particular county. We just can't do that. But that's fine. That's fine. There are ways around this. So let's have a little look. What is our matriarch doing? So of course our matriarch could go and fabricate claims. The only thing is they are currently converting over the earldom of Herefordshire to Teaism. And I think that's quite important. That is one of the counties in the Kingdom of Cupboard. I think maybe we need to get that converted over. I think we might need to leave that going. The only thing is, Empress Ealhswith is certainly not getting any younger. Now she's only 55, which is, yeah, that's okay. That is an okay age, but I don't kind of want to push it. I don't want to push it. If something were to happen to Ealhswith and she were to die, then of course all of these would reset. All of these things would reset down to nothingness, and then we'd have to start again. We'd have to go and earn even more devotion and all that kind of stuff to get our new character back up to a religious icon, so then we can go forth and mend the Great Schism. So we have to be a little bit careful here. We have to be a bit careful. We can't just, do everything we want because we are a little bit limited by Ealhswith's lifespan. But I think we'll leave that. Let's leave that ticking over. Let's just leave that going. We want all of these places over here to convert over to Teaism because this is our kind of home kingdom. We want it to all be set up the right way. What are we doing down here? Are we converting somebody to... Yes. Okay, so Princess Agalina, who is our firstborn, we're trying to convert her over to witchcraft, which is fine. That's a good thing as well. So, we're doing some good work there. Do we want to go and have any more fights with anybody else whilst we're just sort of hanging around? How about White Rus? How about these guys over here? Because we know that they are a Catholic kingdom. Now, we took, of course, the Catholic kingdom of Tehert over here, and now we've got loads of Teaist deserts, which is wonderful. But yeah, over here, we could take a big chunk of their land as well. That, I think, is worth doing. Let's just go and have a war. I mean, they're Catholics, it's fine. We can always go and have a fight. So what are your claims? Your claims are just a little bit there for Count Stoignew, which is a good name. How about we take a duchy? So we can't take the whole kingdom, unfortunately, because we used our one kingdom level holy war to go and get to Hurt. Okay, can we change that? So we can either go for the Duchy of Minsk or the Grand... Oh, that seems bigger. The Grand Principality of Polotsk. Okay, that sounds exciting. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that. 200 piety, and then we get to go and have a fight with some Catholics. Yeah, all right, there we go. This will pass some time. It doesn't look that tricky to do. Oh, and the music builds. Oh, it's very exciting because it's a holy war, of course. It's all very dramatic. Right, here we go. Here come the Teaist hordes. What's their military strength? It's a somewhat embarrassing 2,000 people. Okay. Again, this feels a bit mean. It feels a little bit mean. But okay, let's raise the men-at-arms. And then let's stop everyone gathering. If I know we've got men-at-arms, then we do have 6,000 levies as well. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And we shall just march straight in on their capital. We will just go straight in over here, because why not? We'll take a little walk over. Now, are they going to stand and fight? Do you know what? Fair play. Fair play to you. You are going to stand and fight. I mean, already we're up to 50% of the war score. And we've slaughtered almost all of their people. We left 8 people alive to go and tell the tale. Okay, there we go. That was very impressive. And this place is going to be sieged down in absolutely no time at all. There we go. All sorted. 100%. That did not take as long as I was expecting, if I'm completely honest. I thought that might, pad out a bit of time. Hang on. How long did that... It started 56 days ago, and we've already won. Okay, the 56-day war. Well, okay. We will enforce those demands. So now they're under our control. We'll give those to somebody. That's fine. Right, disband the troops. That's all good. Right, does that give us any titles or anything? And then we can usurp the Grand Principality of Polotsk. So we'll do that. We'll have a bit of that. Thank you very much. And then we need to give that to somebody. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. Cleared that. Yes, I've got too many duchies. I know. It's all fine. Right, where does this... what empire and kingdom and all that stuff does this sit under? The kingdom... Oh, so White Rus should actually be quite big. White Rus is actually quite a big kingdom title, which is part of the Empire of Russia. Okay, so who are we going to give this to? Who are we going to give this to? Because yes, we do have the duchy title. Let's grant this to, I don't know, let's find somebody. Let's find somebody worthy. Let's do something a bit different. Normally I order this by stewardship because I like to think that if somebody good at stewardship is running a place, then eventually, that sort of money that they earn will trickle up to us in a sort of, in a very long-winded sort of way. But we might end up making a little bit more money because we've got somebody that's good at stewardship. But let's do something a bit different. Let's get somebody who's good at fighting over here. Let's get Synthryth Ealhswith daughter Cupboard Stafford over here. I don't quite know how we're related, but we'll put you over here because you are quite good. You're quite good at fighting. And you're a Teaist, of course, which is splendid. So, let's get you in over here so you can have those and control of the petty kingdom of Polotsk as well. There you go. You enjoy that over there. Splendid stuff. And I don't think we can do anything else. We do have prisoners, though. Of course, we have some prisoners that we need to go and deal with. Oh, we also don't have a physician. Possibly should sort that out, I suspect. Why don't we have a physician? That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, what we will do is let's go and have a look at our current crop of knights. Okay, I do like... do you know what? I love this. I love the fact that our knights are now lots of our kings and queens. I mean, our best knight is our sister Queen Judith with a prowess of 36, which is brilliant. So the Queen of Bavaria charges into battle. And then we've got the Queen of Denmark, then the King of Tehert, and then it's our brother and knight, Siegbert. Oh, Siegbert, we should give you some land. I feel a bit sorry for you. Let's go and find somewhere for you to have. But yeah, you need to get some stuff. And then, King Arnsetel, King Magnus, King Ragnvald, Queen. It's brilliant. It's all just a lot of kings and queens leading the charge, which is marvellous stuff. Okay, how about We find somebody, find one of the knights who is not married, and then we'll just marry in somebody who's a really good sort of medical person. I mean, are you married? Maud. Maud. Okay, can we get you married to somebody who is, I don't care if it's matrilineal or not, I'm not bothered, but somebody who has the physician trait. Okay, I mean, could we find a renowned physician? Yes, we could. Okay, we've got a bishop. Bishop Bard. Yeah, you, hang on, let's have a look at you. You are a renowned physician, okay, or there is Amar. Let's have a look at you, Amar. You're a renowned physician, but also you're a fornicator. Okay, right, let's not go down that route. Let's get this chappy. I mean, he has an amazing beard as well. So, yeah, let's get him. He's greedy, he's paranoid, and he's humble. Okay, a mixed bag of things there. Learning of 16. Only a learning of 16. Okay, hang on a minute. Right, so that's a potential. How about, have we got any, yeah, you? Are you married? Yes, you are. Okay, no, you're our sister-in-law, of course. Yeah, that would make sense. That's kind of how that works, Penge. Okay, we have a courtier here. So Hens, he's huge. He's a huge giant of a man, but he is not married. So I wonder, if we go to here and have a look, are there any... so there are no ladies out there with the renowned physician trait. It's just those two chaps. Okay, fine, yeah, we'll go and sort that out then. There you go, we'll have Bishop Bard. So let us hope that happens. Now, yeah, matrilineal marriage is on. That's fine. Hang on, what if I untick that? Does that open up any more? No. Yeah, okay, we'll pick Bishop Bard. I like him, he's got an amazing beard. So yeah, send that proposal. Let's see if that actually happens. And it's taking a while, but there we go. Right, he doesn't look like he's a bishop anymore. He's now just Bard. He's no longer a bishop, he's just Bard. Hello, Bard, how are you? And you're 36. So you might be around for a while, which is good. And let us appoint you as the court physician. And you quite like us. You like us, which is excellent news. So there we go. Right, we've got a physician in, which is always very good, just in case. Because, we are getting on a bit, as we've seen. So we need to make sure that we've got a good doctor. And where are we? Where is the prison? Here is the prison. I can't believe we took 12 prisoners in 56 days when we only sieged down one place. We sieged down one place and had one fight. Oh no, hang on, these people have been here for ages. Oh, I've forgotten to let the prisoners out again, haven't I? Okay, right, let's go and let out all the prisoners. And there we go, all the prisoners are gone. Everybody except one person converted over to Teaism. The one person that did not want to convert to Teaism was zealous. They were very zealous, but they also did have a load of claims. They had a load of claims. So rather than making them convert their religion over, we decided to just force them to drop all their claims instead. So, I mean, okay, not ideal. That is one less Teaist in the world than we possibly should have had. But at least it's going to remove a problem of them possibly coming back in the future and trying to claim land that is, of course, rightfully ours. So now in terms of wars, where shall we look next? I mean, we have got this county here now. The county of Pollock is just sort of sitting there a little bit, it's sticking out like a sore thumb. It's kind of surrounded on most sides by cupboard lands. So we could go and get that. However, there is this place here as well. Galicia Volhynia. That place there. This place with the name that I can't say. They are also kind of, sort of jutting into cupboard lands a bit much. I don't really like the fact that, they're kind of sticking out into the middle of this big block of lovely orange cupboard over here. So I suppose I was just thinking which one we should go for. I imagine we could go and get both of these. Have we got ourselves a reason to go here? No, we can't go there now. We have got a reason, but we can't go to war now because it would break the truce. Okay, so hang on. What truce? Who did we have a truce with? Oh, hang on. I thought maybe we declared war on him. We declared war on King Vyaslaw. I'd understand why we've got a truce with him. I don't know why we've got a truce with the chappie in Pollock or Polosk, whatever it's called. Okay, never mind. It's that one there, isn't it? 23 months. Oh, it's Prince Gregor of Lithuania. Okay, so nothing to do with White Rus at all. It's the chappie who we took Lithuania off. Okay, that's fine. Right, well, let's go down here then. Let's have a little look over here. Can we go to war with you? You've got a very unusual hat on. Okay, right, so let's go over here. We've got one claim on... Okay, one fairly big county up there. Or could we get duchies? So a place down there, or that place up there. Yeah, let's get this. Let's have another holy war for this here. And then we could give this to our brother. That land could go to our brother. And then eventually he could, start getting duchy titles and then kingdom titles and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's have another war, shall we? Why not? Why not? It'll pass the time, I suppose. Although, it might not pass that much time. So, set up over here, everybody. How strong are they? 9,546. Again, feels a little bit mean, but right, raise some soldiers. Don't bother raising any more, because I imagine we will be able to handle anything they throw at us. Unless they go forth and buy loads of... ooh. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. They've got the Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre. Sepulchre, how do you say that? Okay, that's 7,200 people, and they're going to be quite good. But I think we'll be okay. We will win decisively in 3 days. I mean, it's going to happen now anyway. It is going to happen. In fact, some of them ran away, which didn't help. So here we go. There is our sister leading the charge. Renewal of patronage. I mean, okay, we're in the middle of a fight. Oh, it's this chappy here. It's the natural philosopher chap. Yeah, he's been doing a good job. Give him a bonus. It's 360 money. We make that back in no time at all. So there we go. And the battle is done. We win that. 42% of the war score already achieved. So yeah, let's see. How long is that going to take? A couple of months. It's it's okay. It's not too bad. Not too badly defended. Okay, fine. This isn't going to take that long. Oh, no. Oh, dearie me. More sinful Teaist bishops popping down the coffee shop. It's not acceptable. It's just not good enough. And there we go. Really? Oh, that was 3 months. At least it wasn't 56 days, whatever it was. At least that war took a little while. I mean, we've taken one county and had one fight. There we go. Okay, fine. We've won this thing here. Yes, let us give this then. Let's give this. Grant that to Siegbert. So you can have that, Siegbert. You can have that. And you can have Halich as well. You can enjoy those two. So yeah, you have those, and then I imagine we're going to be able to we can create the title. Oh, okay, I thought we could usurp it, but no. And then give that to Siegbert, because he owns the county, so we might as well own the duchy as well. So there you go. And there you go. Our brother now has some land. He's no longer just sort of sitting about the place, a little bit of a loose end. He's now got some land to look after. There we go, Siegbert. We've treated you to a nice place over here. Apparently, we can now usurp the despotate of Galicia-Volhynia. Can we? What is this? It's a kingdom. It's a kingdom title. We've got enough land to take this away from them. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's do it. There we go. Grant that to Siegbert as well. So you've gone from having nothing to do, then you got some counties, then you became a duke, now you're going to become a king. There you go. You enjoy the Kingdom of Galicia, that one there, Volhynia. There you go. Splendid stuff. Oh, and of course, prisoners. Loads and loads of prisoners. So yeah, let's go through and let them out, convert them over if we can. Okay, so our cousin, who is Queen Sifled here, so she's over in France, she's demanding that we give them the earldom of Huntingdonshire. No, I rather think not. Huntingdonshire belongs to me. She'll lose some opinion of us, but she really likes us anyway, so absolutely not. The only thing is she's our spymaster. That would mean that we are annoying our spymaster a little bit. Okay, that's a tad worrying, but okay, no, it's fine. Huntingdonshire belongs to us. You're not having it. If you want it, come and take it. If you want it, let's go and have a little bit of a fight. In fact, you know what? I'm still quite good. I'm quite good at the duelling. I mean, I'm not as good as I once was, but yeah, how good are you? Oh, we're equal. Okay. No, maybe we won't go and do the fighting, actually. Forget I said that. Forget all that bravado. We'll just go now. Bye. And our daughter, Agalina, has decided to become a witch, which is wonderful. So there we go. That is another person converted over to witchcraft. How near are we to this? I don't think we're anywhere near founding a witch coven. What are we on? 22.9%. I mean, that's just not good enough, is it? Who else do we need to do? You, I think you've been converted. You have been converted as well, I think. Oh, I think all of our children have been converted over? Oh, no, hang on. I think they're too young. Yeah, we can't convert those over. Okay, siblings. Ethelred. Yeah, you're probably already a witch. You seem to be already a witch. Are you a witch? Probably. We can't convert you over. I think you're already a witch as well. Okay. Right, everybody seems to be a witch. We've got loads of witches, which, I mean, this is good, but we are struggling to find people that we can convert over. Okay, maybe we need to go over to, say, let's go to Siegbert's children. Oh, Siegbert only has one child. Okay, how about Judith's kids? You're 16. Would you like to be a witch? There you go. Convert over to witchcraft, 16-year-old. You can join us. You can join us around the cauldron and have a nice cauldron of tea. Okay, another person drawing maps. This is not good. This keeps happening an awful lot. So apparently this chappie here, Wolf Crawford, good name, he drew a map of the local plains for an unknown noblewoman, and the spies think the lady is scheming against us or one of our subjects. So what do we do with this? I mean, are you good? You're not overly good at anything. None of your skills are above 10. You're quite good at fighting. You are quite good at fighting. What if we chuck him in the prison? If we chuck him in the prison, that'll be fine. And then that means we can then recruit him afterwards. Because I think we can throw him in the dungeon. So yeah, we'll imprison him. We get more vigilant anyway. So that's intrigue +1 and scheme resistance up a bit. That's quite handy. Right, so that idiot belongs in the dungeon. Hello, idiot. Can we ransom... No, not ransom you are. Hang on. How do we... no, hang on. We can't do that from there. Can we recruit him? So yeah, can we recruit you as a fighter? Because you're quite good at fighting. So if we negotiate your release, you come and join us. And then are you... Yeah, watch your step. Are you going to be a fighter? Yes, you are. There you go. So you've immediately been recruited as a knight. Well, that worked out quite nicely. Okay, apparently there's a problem with the harvest in Veneto, which is down in Venetia somewhere, I think. So yeah, King Radbot there, from a long line of Radbots, he's come to us with a little bit of a problem. So, okay, so report after report is brought in before me, detailing the bad harvest in Veneto, and I begin to wonder if I shall receive my share of taxes from them this year. So we can either just shrug it off and say, I don't care, it's your problem. And that means we lose some stress. But we've only got 10 stress anyway. We could seize my rightful dues by force. We gain 500 gold, which is a lot of gold, but we've got 26,800 of it lying around in just like a great big Scrooge McDuck style tower, I imagine, that we just go swimming in every so often. So I don't think we really need 500 gold. So I think let's go and investigate the county's problems, because it says there I might gain a stewardship lifestyle perk. I mean, that's no bad thing. And the fate of Veneto, I hope I say it, will be in my hands, which is very interesting. So yes, let us go and investigate what's going on down there. That sounds quite intriguing. I mean, okay, yeah, we're going to have some stuff to do, but then, yeah, eventually we might get a nice perk out of it as well. And somebody is trying to kill Peppermint. Oh, no, that's all very bad. We don't want people to be killing our family. That's always a negative. And who have we got? And a new person has joined the club there, joined the Witchcraft Club. Splendid. Right, who else can we find? Has anybody... You're too young. Okay. How are we going to do this? We need to go and find lots and lots of sort of house cupboard members who are not yet witches. But yes, certainly our immediate family is running out. We're running out of options in our immediate family. So yes, we might have to look slightly further afield. Oh no, hang on, Ealhswith. Ealhswith has loads of kids and they're all grown up. These will all do. So okay, yeah, convert you to witchcraft. That was only a 60% chance. Only a 60% chance. Okay, do you know what? It's fine. We'll just work on it. And here we go. Apparently the county of Veneto has caught its misfortune partly from bad management. Land was not properly cleared, seeds were sown out of season, and the pastures were overgrazed. A frustrated King Radbot stands before me, clearly stressed out. How could those peasants mess this up so badly? They're dirt diggers. It's all they do. Oi. You watch your tone there, my good sir. You watch that, because without those people, without the dirt diggers, you wouldn't have your fancy feasts and all that kind of stuff. So, maybe you rein it in a little bit there. I hold you responsible. Stewardship challenge, 39% chance. We learn from his mistakes. We might gain a stewardship lifestyle perk. He might gain... Oh, no, he will gain one. Hang on. Right, I've misread that entirely. 39%. We will gain a stewardship lifestyle perk. He also gains one, and it gets good management for 5 years because we go and sort it out. However, there is a 60% chance that he can't fix it, and then it all falls apart. I will personally fix this, whatever it takes. 100% chance that we gain a stewardship lifestyle perk, which is excellent. And it gets good management. Or you forfeited your claim and we just take it off him. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. I'll personally fix it. I will sort it out. Don't you worry. So, there we go. Do we get our perk thing? It was a 100% chance of success. I imagine it's probably going to be quite good. Okay, stewardship perk available. I think that's normal. I think that's just given to us normally. Okay, so here we go. Architect. Now, I've been waiting for this for a while. Architect is good. So let's get that. Architect is now ours. Well done. So now, yeah, you're going to be able to... Hang on. What we want to do is Do we want to go down avaricious? Do we want to keep doing this and remain on domain focus? Or, given Ealhswith's advancing years, do we want to do what all good rulers do and go over to medicine focus, just to, try and cling on to life a little bit longer? I think that's what she would do. I think she's quite clever. She's quite smart. And the avaricious tree thing, it's okay. I mean, it's good if we're having wars and stuff. Men at arms maintenance per dread. We're not very dreadful. So, we're okay. Monthly income whilst we're at war plus 10%. That's nice. But we earn so much money anyway that it's not really going to make much difference. So I think let's move over to medicine focus. Let's do the classic. And then we're going to get a perk anyway from this. As I watch the County of Veneto flourish under my guidance, I cannot help but feel pride in what I have accomplished. To dabble in lesser management from time to time is a good way to learn. I mean, you are very good at that. You are a very good steward, so you're the perfect person to sort that out. This knowledge will be useful indeed. We get the lifestyle perk for stewardship, which, is probably not going to be most useful now. And, the county gets 10% development growth. Lovely. This knowledge will be useful indeed. And, I know it switched over. I think we get a free perk in... Is it here? No, it is here. No, it is a lifestyle perk. Okay, we'll have golden obligations, because we might as well. We can't have anything else. So we can demand payment for hooks. I mean, okay, it was a little bit pointless. It was a little bit pointless in the long run. The perk was not really worth it. But, I mean, it was nice. It was a nice thing for Ealhswith to do. Okay, we weren't lucky when trying to convert Biscuit over to witchcraft. He just did not go for it at all. Which is a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. But never mind. Right, let's pick on your siblings then. Okay, hello, you. 5%. Okay, no, let's not do that at all. I imagine, are you zealous? Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, Sebastian. Sebastian Cupboard. Come on now, 95% chance. It's absolutely wonderful. Join us round the cauldron for another lovely cuppa. And there we go. Our matriarch has finished converting Herefordshire over to Teaism, which is wonderful. So there we go. She's now free. She is now free to come down here and get us a claim on Alexandria. Here we go. This is it. This is huge. How long is this going to take? I imagine it's going to take a little while to get sorted. 13 months. That is not long at all. That is absolutely nothing. That is just over a year, everybody. I've worked that out. So there we go. That's really quick. That's very quick. I'm surprised. I just noticed that Arnsetel is still improving development in Northamptonshire. Surely Northamptonshire is now very, very highly developed because he's been doing that for absolute years. Development of 52. Oh my goodness me. Hang on. Let's have a quick look. Development. Yeah, that's looking very good. That is looking very good indeed. And of course, the more developed Northamptonshire is, it kind of, affects neighbouring counties as well. So that's pretty good. I think, like the southeast is looking the most developed. What's the most developed we've got? Middlesex is 54. That's 58. Kent is 58. Wow. That is extremely well developed. I mean, 52. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Up here doesn't look too bad. 54s, 50s, 49s there up in Scotland. Okay, there we go. So I think if we keep going, that's 49. Yeah, so if we keep going, we will become very, very developed. I don't know if we'll get up to sort of Kent's level there, but that's fine. I mean, it was in the 30s at one point. So at least we're up into the 50s. At least, it's a respectable amount of development over here in the capital of the entire empire. Okay, Sebastian Cupboard is now a witch. Welcome to Witch Club. Okay, how about Oz here, Cupboard? Are you going to convert? Are you going to be one of the willing people? Yeah, there we go. Oh, hang on a minute. We need to do that first. Yeah, there we go. Right, and they're at 95% for you to come over to the land of witches. And why don't we go and get our hands on this little bit of land just here? Pollock or Polosk, whatever it's called, the little sort of symbols in the way. Yeah, Pollock. Let's go and get this, shall we? Because it's sort of just sort of, in the way. It's just sort of sitting there looking a little bit obscure. And I'd just like to take it. So I think we can seize all de jure lands and then just give it to whoever should own that kind of thing. So hang on, that's 70. That's 70 prestige. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Which is the most efficient? That's 210. That's 70. We'll just seize all de jure lands. It's absolutely fine. There we go. This is going to take utterly no time at all because all we need to do is go in and take that one place. I mean, this is going to be so very quick. It's going to be over before we know it. So go into here. Let's move time on a little bit fast. In we trot. I mean, there's going to be a fight. I mean, if he's in there, that's 24% war score already. So 30-something days. And I think once this is done, that's the entire county that's going to come over to us. Oh, Okay. Hang on a minute. Hang on. What's going on here? Somebody's having an affair with somebody else. Do you know what? Well, great. I'm not really that bothered. And there's a scandal as well. My goodness me. A scandal indeed. Bye. And that is sorted. Oh, Short. Short has come of age. Okay. And you're Grey Eminence. You've got a 4-star diplomacy trait. So they grow up fast. Right, hang on. This war is done. How long did it take? 2 months. So still a bit longer than the 56 days of the other war. But, yeah, enforce those demands. Thank you very much. So be it. Right, do we own that? Or is that now owned by somebody else? Who's got that? Prince Gregor has that. He just doesn't like us anymore. So we've taken it. He's still ruling it. It's just now part of the Empire of Cupboard, which is fine. Can we make him like us? Here, have a lovely gilded tea set or whatever. Okay, he still hates us. He just hates us a little bit less than he did before. Okay, well done. Okay, so our physician bard is trying to translate something. The translation of Hippocrates is atrocious, he says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I am as like to kill my patient as I am to kill them outright. Okay, so if we go and help, that is a 76% chance that we increase his learning by 2, which is very good because we want him to have high learning because he's a doctor. We could buy him a better translation, which gets us 50 learning lifestyle experience somehow. Why doesn't that benefit him? I don't know. Or look to the scriptures. We get some piety. I don't think we'd do that. How clever are we? Hang on. How clever do we think we are? We're okay. It is our lowest stat, apart from prowess, but that's only going down because we're getting on a bit. It is our lowest one. I think we try and elbow in. I think we try and go and have a look. So yeah, let me have a look, please. And there we go. It worked. Wonderful. Splendid. So yeah, now our physician is a little bit better, and we've got 300 learning lifestyle experience. So we can pick a perk, which is nice. Do you want to go to a feast? Probably not. No, thank you. Not right now. I'm very busy. I'm very busy looking at perks. Let's pick anatomical studies. So court physician treatments have better outcomes. That is precisely what we want to see. And you know what? We have great big piles of money, and we're also an architect now. We have the architect trait. So why don't we, probably for the last time, just go and upgrade loads of stuff? Let's just go and build loads of stuff. So here we go. What can we have over in Northampton? Let's get level 8 walls and towers. Let's get Ravelins and Cavaliers. Okay, let's get those. They give us loads of extra stuff. I'm sure it's wonderful. Archer damage goes up a little bit, which is quite handy because we're holding the county. Okay, over here, that's the lowest one, so we'll upgrade the barracks. Over here in Leicester, let's upgrade. Fields. There you go. Lovely Leicestershire fields. Nottinghamshire. Let's get ourselves some lovely Nottinghamshire forestry going on. Forest glassworks. That sounds quite nice. Stafford. What can we have over here? Oh, everything's a bit low in Stafford. Let's upgrade the pastures. Everything else is pretty good, isn't it? All the other places are pretty good, except the places we directly control, which we've sort of overlooked. Okay, fields over in Shrewsbury. Worcester. How about you have better walls? And Hereford. Have better fields, please. And Warwick. What can we do over in Warwick? Let's get... We've got 3 level 6s. Let's get, upgrade the barracks to conscription centres. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. And then, of course, we are in control of... Where is it? Rome down here, which is nice. Rome has maxed out everything. Okay, what about all these other places? That's controlled by... Yeah, sort of a holy order. That's fine. That's as good as it can be. That's not as good as it can be. We've got loads of money. Yeah, upgrade... manor houses to have consolidated land holdings. Sounds wonderful. And then this place also needs a bit of work. Let's get expanded regimental grounds, and that place also needs a bit of work. Okay, let's go to blacksmiths. Yeah, splendid. There we go. That's upgraded Rome, and we have control of Jerusalem down here, and that place. Oh no, that's a holy order thing as well. So Jerusalem, what shall we do down here? Let's upgrade... How about your mud brick keeps? So we get stone watchtowers, defender advantage plus 10. Yeah, that sounds good. Some of these places are being constructed already. How quick is that? That is really, really fast. Hardly any time has gone by at all. Okay, right, another person has joined us. Let's pick one of your relations. You, whoever you are. I don't know who you are. Ethelstan, yeah, come over to Witch Club, please. And I think this claim is nearly done. This claim is almost complete. Now, if we're lucky, we might get a duchy claim. If not, the county will do. Yeah, absolutely. There we go. We have a claim on the county of Alexandria. Right, hang on. How big is the Duchy of Alexandria? It's only 2 more places. It is only 2 more places. I'd love to get the Duchy under our control. I would like to get the Duchy under our control. The only thing is, hang on. Are we going to be around? What's our health like? It's fine. Our health is fine. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Let's fabricate a claim on Sullum and then Siwa, and then we will go and try and take the entire duchy. Because I think that will, rather than just taking one county and going, haha, we've got the county, we might as well just, make a proper job of it. If we're going to do it, let's do it properly. Uh-oh, somebody is bleeding to death while we're down in the barracks. Okay, hand me the tourniquet. Let's go and have a little look. And we've saved this person here. We were helped by Ealhswith, which is very handy. And now Sabert Siesla is just going to hang around court for a bit. I mean, he's okay at martial, I suppose. I like the way he's got no diplomacy at all. He has no concept of diplomacy. He's got no tact or anything. Yeah, okay, wonderful stuff. There we go. Somebody's joined the court that we can probably just sort of ignore, but, never mind. At least we saved his life. So many of these things have been constructed. I'm amazed at the speed of construction. We're just absolutely... Are they all done? All those things are done already. We're no longer building anything in any of our holdings. That's taken no time at all. That is incredible. Okay, I mean, let's go and do it again, shall we? Wow, I'm amazed. Yeah, that one there. I'm just going to fly through these. Whatever, it's all good. Let's get a better barracks in Northampton and in Leicester. Let's get Leicester nice and defended with those Ravelin things. Only 9 months it takes. These used to take years and years and years. Let's get some forest fortresses. That sounds quite nice. Given it's Nottinghamshire, I feel like they should have things in a forest. That's where Robin Hood can go and live. Right, okay, Stafford, you can have a better barracks. And Shrewsbury, you can have, better walls or something. And Worcester, you can have better fields, because fields are good. And Hereford, you can also have better fields. Why not? Get better fields for everybody. And then Warwick, better walls, please. And then we've got Rome down here. We can't do anything with Rome. Have they finished building all these things in the temples? No, so that's taken ages. And then in Jerusalem, let's upgrade your towers again to have loopholes. Okay, I don't know what that means, but it sounds wonderful. Now, have we upgraded all the other places? Yeah, I think all of the other places, like the towns and stuff, that are in our counties are good. It's just the castles. It's just the castles that need upgrading. It's just, the main areas. All the little town holdings and temple holdings, they're all fine. Okay, good. That's fine. Nice and sorted. And again, they'll be done in no time at all. Again. Oh, one of our friends has died. That is not good. It's only 13 stress. This Earl of this place over here has died. Okay, it's all very sad. Farewell, my good sir. You died from complications related to obesity. Okay, you will never be forgotten. I mean, I don't know who you were, but I won't forget you from now on, honest. Okay, another convert over, so you become a witch. Right, let's keep going through your family. So, okay, you, 95%. I mean, I imagine this is probably making a little bit of difference, but not too much. 31.3%. So we're halfway there. We are halfway there to trying to get a witch coven. I don't know if we'll see that happen, but do you know what? We'll keep trying. Okay, this claim is nearly done. So are we going to be looking get a claim on the entire duchy or just the county? And there we go. That saves us a little bit of time. So yes, all of Alexandria will be mine. Because it's Orthodox. Because it's Orthodox, we can say, do you know what? No. Divine right means that, you're Orthodox. You're wrong. It should be Tear. So yes, all of Alexandria will be ours. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. So now we have a claim on all of this place down here. So we could just go and get Alexandria right now. We could just go and do this. However, let's just have a quick look around. Are there any more final little areas of Catholicism that we just need to go and work on? That we just need to go and remove from the map? Just before we actually go and do, the final big thing. Let's just have a quick check. I mean, there is still the Kingdom of White Rus here. That is still a kingdom and it's still Catholic. Now, our truce with them has expired. He really hates us, so it's fine. We'll just go to war with him again. So if we take a duchy away, yeah, it's either going to be that county there or I assume the other county. That is unfortunate. So his land is split between 2 duchies, which is not ideal. So we might as well just go and have a holy war for a county because it's cheaper. Yeah, let's just get... where's his current capital? His current capital is in Orsha. So yeah, let's go and take that away from him because that will probably annoy him the most. So yeah, that kingdom is still probably going to exist, which is not ideal, but never mind. Yeah, okay, let's have a holy war for that county, please. This, again, is going to be very, very short-lived. It's just going to be a super quick fight, a skirmish, if you will. So, yeah, raise everybody over there, and the music builds. It's all very dramatic music. I don't think it needs to be that dramatic. I think maybe you could tone it down a little bit, because this is going to be over pretty quickly. Right, there is a fight, 50% war score, and we siege this down in a number of days, and it's going to be fine. And loads of our things are coming through again. Is this anything to do with our immediate family? No, it's not. God will judge you. Yeah, absolutely. Go and drink more tea. Go and wash yourself in tea and stuff. And here we go. And boom. 100%. Oh, we've even took him hostage. We've even taken him hostage. Okay. Right. Could we? Because that is his only other county. So hang on. Can we convert him? Can we convert him over? Where is he? You. Can you go and... Oh, no, you can't. We can't convert him over to Teaism, which is a bit of a shame. Joe, what? Yes, fine. We'll just sort that out then. Yep, absolutely. There we go. So be it. Cheerio. Right, we've got this bit of land just here. Who should own this again? This is... Oh, this is Minsk. Hang on. Can we create Minsk? Yes, we can. Okay, right. We're creating Minsk, everybody. There we go. There's Minsk. Which is part of the Kingdom of... Hang on. Who's got that title? That's King Vyacheslav. He's still got that title, has he? Can we not usurp that away from him? No, we can't. That is unfortunate. I thought we... Oh, no, it was down here. That was the kingdom I was thinking of. Okay, right, hang on. We need to give that... we need to give this duchy to somebody. Is that duchy one of ours as well? I think it is. Right, let's give this duchy to somebody, because yeah, I don't really want this. So who would like a duchy? Our daughter, Short, or our cousin? She's quite good. Sinfrith. She's quite good. She's quite good at the fighting. Yeah, right, you. You have that, please. So you have that, and the petty kingdom of Minsk as well. Enjoy. Apparently, we can create the Duchy of Coimbra. I don't know where that is. Where is that? Oh, it's a gajillion miles away over there. Okay, there you go. We've created it. And King Rodrigo, you can absolutely have that petty kingdom there. There you go. Little treat for you. Splendid stuff. Also, Short can marry. Is Short the first of our... No, she's not the first of our children that can marry. She's absolutely not. What a silly thing to say. Yeah, so, however, we need to clear that out. So reset all those to default. Traits, inheritable traits. Let's have a little look. Hang on, what was that? What was that? Somebody's... Prince Bruator McScone. We have... Of course, because we had Scone, didn't we? And Scone has now led on to a wonderful legacy of the McScones. This is wonderful. That is very good. Okay. I like that. I like a McScone. Okay, right. Let's have a look. So how good are you? You're okay. You're okay. You're not wonderful. You're a genius and stuff, so that's pretty good. But, however... Can we find somebody? I mean, you're only 17. Hang on. Can we sort this by age? Can I have age difference 10, please? Age difference 10. You're quite good. You're very good. You're very good for somebody who's 11 years old. Those stats are wonderful. Now, yes, of course, they're related, but we've seen this before. We've done this before now. Chance of children, very high. And, oh, hang on. Have we got it set to matrilineal? Yes. Okay, yeah, let's do that. You, please. So, yeah, send that proposal. Let's just get you married. I'm sure it'll all be absolutely fine. So there we go. So betrothal right now because he's only 11. You can wait. It's all good. It's all good. He's going to be amazing. Your husband's going to be super, super good. And, of course, we've got a bajillion prisoners. Let's let them out. Now, this is interesting. This chappy here, Prince Yakush, maybe? Yakush of Lithuania. He's already Teaist, so we don't need to convert him over. But he's got loads of claims. He's got loads of claims on all sorts of random kind of places. But you know what? No longer, my friend, no longer. You can lose those claims if you want to leave the prison. So our ward Ealhswith here, who is our granddaughter, but she's really good. She's super, super good. So, we've taken her under our wing. We're trying to make sure she gets all the best traits. She has been having a difficult time at our latest feast. She slipped underneath one of the tables and they're hid from people for the entire meal. Okay, so I assume she has shy. Now, what's she going down? Intrigue. Okay, is shy good for intrigue? It's bad for diplomacy. It's okay for learning. Okay, what about this? What else could you have? Impatient. That is bad. We don't want impatient at all. Or you could have gluttonous. Gluttonous is good. It is virtuous to Teaists, and that is a good thing. Focus on the food if the company bothers you. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's get her over to gluttonous, because that's a good thing. And then, yeah, all our prisoners are leaving the prison with hooks and things and various bits and bobs. Because, yeah, a lot of them were already Teaist. So we didn't need to convert them over, so we just let them out with hooks. Because, yeah, we're kind of nice like that. I think now is the time. Now is the time to go to war with the Byzantines and take control of Alexandria. Your destiny is almost here, Ealhswith. Let's go and have a look. So, they've got even less troops than we saw earlier. 5,443. How? How is that even possible? With all of this land, all of this huge amount of land, great big tracts of land you've got there, and you can only muster 5,500 soldiers. Surely you've got buildings in some of the holdings you've got that give you levies and things, and that give you troops, like, barracks and training grounds and hunting grounds and all that kind of stuff. Surely you must have some of that stuff. Oh, dearie me. That's just not good at all. I mean, you are quite fabulously terrible. You are very bad at most things, except diplomacy. I mean, okay, it's fine. Again, it's a you problem. It's not an us problem. So here we go. Let us declare war on you for our claims. I mean, there's quite a lot of other claims. I don't imagine they're going to be of any use at all. No, and... I mean, yeah, okay, that makes you the Byzantine Emperor, but again, it doesn't help us in any way. It's just a different person in charge kind of thing, so it makes no difference to us. Yeah, these are going to come to nothing, aren't they? I mean, they're probably all really handy. That's not so bad. That's quite a big chunk of land down there, but again, it's not overly useful. No, our claims. Here we go. Here we go. Ealhswith's destiny awaits. They can apparently muster almost 16,000 people with their allies. I think we can muddle through that one. It'll be absolutely fine. Here we go. This is it. I mean, I'd like to think they might put up a bit of a fight. Hopefully the allies can come in, because this is going to be a little bit of a walkover, really. So at least they could try and put up a bit of a fight. So let's go all the way over here. Rally over here. The Bishopric of Hebron. Sounds amazing. So get some troops. Now, yeah, they're only going to have that many. But yeah, they could call in some buddies. So let's just move time on. Let's get an alright amount of troops. I don't know, 30,000 or something. And here we go. Bjortgith, who is our youngest child, has come of age. She is very, very good. She is absolutely wonderful. Well done. In fact, hang on a minute. She's going to get even more stewardship. That's very impressive. Well done, you. Maybe we should give you some land at some point. Okay, we've got 18,000 people. Let's get over 20. There. Oh, no, hang on. No. And the last bit, 20,000. There we go. Right, we've got over 20,000 people. Yeah, nobody's come to help. Nobody's come to help the Byzantines. I'm very sorry. Now, the only thing is, we want to go over there, but can we either sail across there, or do we just want to work our way through Byzantine lands as we go? Because we could just go just here. If we walk all that way, we're going to lose people from attrition, aren't we? Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we'll just siege our way along. It'll be absolutely fine. I don't imagine they're going to fight. Okay, hang on. Who are you? You're the Chancellor. You're the guy who kind of put himself in that position by virtue of a hook or something. It seems as in my dealings with Duchess Ealhswith, I may have accidentally made certain promises of exemptions from her obligations. You are a silly person. You are a silly, silly person. It's fine. I'd rather not have her with a hook on us, because that's always trouble. Yeah, we're going to lose a tiny bit of money. Oh, it was hardly anything. It was a tiny, tiny, barely perceptible amount of cash that we're going to lose. Okay, right, so yeah, we'll have to sort of work our way along here, get to Alexandria. We do need to get here sooner rather than later, because, of course, we need to control that to get the war score looking good. And somebody else is converted over. Okay, you of Zab, you come over at 95%. What are the numbers looking like? It's probably not even 35%, is it? 33.3. I don't think it's going to happen. Well, we'll keep working on it. And we have a new perk. Let's get wash your hands. Reduced chance of contracting illnesses, because we're going to wash our hands for a long time. There we go. And come straight down here. Right, so yeah, we'll just work our way along this way. There's some people in the sea. How does that work? I don't know what's going on there. Do you know what? I'll give them their dues. This place here, Cairo, is very difficult to siege down. They have done some good work here. A fort level of 17 is not to be sniffed at. I mean, it's taking us a long time. It did take up to 3 months. Of course, now the numbers are tumbling now, because, of course, we're knocking all the walls down and stuff. But, that was quite tricky. And, oh, Okay, our cousin is plotting to kill our niece. Okay, that's certainly an interesting thing. Again, I'm not overly bothered about that. Hang on. Attempted to murder me? Oh, no. Okay, no, that's opinion between each other. No, that's fine. Yeah, it's all okay. I'm sure they can sort out their differences. Now that one of them knows that, the other one's trying to murder them, maybe they can do something about that. Don't let them into your house or whatever. And that place is sieged down. Okay, come over to here, where there are the pyramids, and somebody else joins. I think we've kind of gone through all of your relations. I'm pretty sure that we've either converted them or, tried to and failed. I don't think there is anybody left. Hang on, quick checks. No, I think... Oh, no, hang on. No, yeah, on a you with a fight, 36%. It's not really worth the effort, is it? How about Ethelred's son here? This is Mug. We could convert Mug over. There we go. There you go, Mug. Would you like to come over and be a witch? I'm sure you would. It's brilliant. So let's go over here. Look, we've got the pyramids. We have the pyramids. They are very badly defended. We've gone from something really good to something not defended at all. And here we go. This is what we want. This is Alexandria. Once we start getting this, because I imagine the war score, is ticking down a bit because they're holding the objective. Once we get this, that war score is just going to fly upwards and it's not going to be a problem at all. There's been no fighting or anything. Come on, the Byzantines. This is all too straightforward. Okay, well, we'll take that place. We'll head over here and take Sullum, and then we'll take Siwa, and then the war score will just tick up. Oh, there's people in the dungeons. You died from a seizure. Okay, that's all very sad. That's very sad. I apologise. I'd like to think that maybe, being in the dungeons wasn't entirely responsible for that. Right, okay, so let's get over here, siege this down, and then siege this down, and then see if the Byzantines, try and mount any form of defence at all. I mean, I imagine they're not going to, but, fingers crossed. And Mug is now a witch. Welcome to Witch Club, Mug. How are you? Okay, you have a sibling just there. Green. Okay, Green. Are you a witch? You're already a witch. Okay, who else can we turn into a witch? Okay, I've had to resort to the family tree because I don't really know who else to turn to. So we've got ourselves Edgith here. So she is Saucer's child. So Edgith, would you like to come over? No, you wouldn't. 5% chance. Okay, don't go down that route then. What about Berthnoth just there? Would you like to be a witch? Oh, you're not sure. Do you know what? We'll go for you. We might as well just keep trying to make people witches. And in the background, I think, is that done? Yes, we've now taken this final place. I mean, okay, our supply limit is low. Our people are starving to death, which is not great. But I think if we just position our troops just there, I think they will just, that war score will tick up in our favour now, will it not? And then we can just win by virtue of just waiting. I've come across a book describing how ancient monastics used trances and visions of ecstasy to commune with heaven. It seems a strange practice in our modern age, but perhaps there is something to be learned from them. Yes, we can do crazy kind of mystic communions. Yes, absolutely. Can we test the mystical practices? Let's give it a go right now because it sounds like a fun thing to do. Just don't die. Don't die, please. This will be very embarrassing. If you die now, this is going to be terrible. Locked in a room, strange powders on a burning fire provided overpowering heat, smoke and smells as I tried to feel the things that lie beyond the world of senses. I do not know how much time passed before strange, indecipherable visions of light and pulsing sounds came to me. Was it my imagination or a glimpse of the divine? Is there any way to tell? I mean, I think we know now that you are probably a little bit kind of tripping, but it's fine. It's fine. We continue to experiment or we write them down. Let's continue to experiment. We kind of know all this. Oh my goodness me. My heart skipped a beat there. I thought that was us. I genuinely thought that was us. Prince Benedict, the spouse of my daughter and heir Anna, has passed away. She was the one that he eloped with. And now he's dead. All those carefully crafted plans have been crushed by death's fickle impulse. Okay, how did he die? He died in battle. He was slain by Duchess Amelie. Oh, he was killed in a fight. A fight not of our doing. Obviously, we're down here not fighting, so, somebody else is doing that. Oh my goodness me. Okay, well, we shall have to go and sort that out momentarily. And mystical knowledge. Okay, so here we go. We can either get, we can gain the trait Wise Woman. Learning +1. Yeah, okay. We'll become a wise woman. That sounds like a fun thing to have. Oh, we've engaged in battle. We've ended up over here and we are fighting people from the barony of whatever that place was. But they're all a bit dead now, so it didn't really matter too much. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is terrible. Oh, no, Ealhswith, just hang on. Just Hang on a second, Ealhswith. Yes, her health is now poor because she is ill. Okay, right, you, Bard, you're very good. You're a very good renowned physician, and we have the traits that mean that you're probably going to be able to cure us. So do no more than what is necessary. Please just help us. Relax your breathing, Bard instructed me. The feather in his hand looked almost ethereal as he began to gently brush me under my nose. Evil begone, he urged as I sneezed loudly. The strange tickling turned out to be just what I needed, for now the worst of my symptoms are alleviated and the world seems a little brighter. Hang on, you're a renowned physician. You are supposed to be a renowned physician, and you tickled me under the nose with a feather. Okay, that's fine. I notice your spouse is dead. She died of old age at 61. Oh dear. Okay, that doesn't bode well for us. Okay, fine. Excellent work. We need this war to be over right now, because Ealhswith is a little bit poorly. Oh my goodness me, we can declare so many wars. Yeah, we need this to go now. Hang on a minute, hang on. Our troops are all starving to death, but the war score is ticking up. Very slowly, but very surely the war score is ticking up 99%. Okay, Ealhswith. Okay, you keep the trait shy. It seems to be determined that you should be shy. You could become impatient, or you could become glutton. Hang on, this is what we saw before. Hang on, this is exactly the same thing. Just be gluttonous. Just keep gluttonous, because impatient is terrible and shy isn't brilliant either, let's be honest. Learning +1, but diplomacy down. No, get gluttonous. Become even more gluttonous. I've already taught you that lesson. I've told you that already. Right, people are dying in the dungeons. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. We've won that war. Can we... what is this? My cousin informed me of an obscure law in the county of Cargapol, no idea where that is, that states none but the Empress may be its protector. Normally, such an archaic law would be dismissed, but it offers me a unique chance to put my King Moku, my vassal and current ruler of the county of Cargapol, in his place. Okay. The Empress has full rights. We get a claim, he becomes our rival, he loses opinion of us, or he can keep the title by my grace. You're absolutely welcome to this random place. It's fine. I have bigger things to worry about. The war is done. Here we go. We get all of those wonderful places. Let us enforce our demands to the chattering Empress Ealhswith. There we go. It is now under our control. And I think what it is, we will keep control of this. Let's disband the troops. Okay, lovely stuff. So we'll keep control of this. Maybe not Sullum. We can do it. But yeah, let's give Sullum to somebody else. Who would like this place here? We don't really want this. Let's maybe give... I mean, you're good. That's our daughter. Let's give her this place. You can have this place over here. In fact, are you... You are Teaist. So if we give you Alexandria as well, it's still going to be a Teaist place, isn't it? So it should be fine, yeah. How about you have this as well then? Have that and have the Petty Kingdom as well. Just have the whole lot of it. There you go. So that's been given out to our daughter, our youngest daughter, which is nice. So, keeping it in the family and such like. Right. Now we do have a very big thing to do up here. But first things first, let's just go and once again clear out the prison. We seem to have acquired loads of prisoners again. Okay, there we go. The prison is empty and we converted Brnoth here over to witchcraft, which is wonderful. So that's very exciting. Now I would like it if we could become better. I don't want to do the great big kind of exciting finale thing whilst Ealhswith is a bit poorly. I don't really want to do that. Let's have Iron Constitution. Massive boost to disease resistance. I suspect it might have arrived a little bit late. So fingers crossed. Let's just run time on and let's just hope that Ealhswith gets better. Let's just hope she gets over her little cold that she's got going on and she recovers. And that she doesn't, very sadly, die. Now, of course, there it says her health is fine. She's got all these other wonderful things kind of, making her a bit healthier. So it's all looking good. What's that? We can found another university. Can we? Over in Oxford. Oh, we can get Oxford University in. Yes. Do that, please. Why not? Yeah, let's get Oxford University built, or certainly underway. There we go. 950 minutes. Not going to take that long. Right, Ealhswith, your destiny awaits, but I would like you to be a bit better first, because you don't look very well right now. And yeah, I want you to be all sorts of healthy and stuff, so please get better, Ealhswith. We have been invited to a feast. I think, given our current stress level, it might be a good idea to go. Let's go to the feast and hope that nothing terrible happens here. Do not vomit on us, because if that happens, we are going to have a mental break, and that is going to be bad. I mean, we're already unwell. I don't want to be sort of stressed out even further. Okay. Princess Agilina's disputed heritage secret? What? Hang on. What do you mean? Princess Agilina is our daughter. Hang on, what do you mean? What do you mean, disputed heritage? The character's ancestry is in doubt. Is it? Okay. This is interesting. I mean, this would have happened before I took over, but okay. Surely she knows. Hang on a minute. Surely Ealhswith is aware of this. I don't know how that works, but okay. And... okay, so they're serving lots of foods. Most guests have given up. And, okay, I'm happy to see that Princess Agilina knows better. She and I are both eager to taste as long as there is food. Okay, together we could eat an entire horse, or I bet I can out-eat her. No, we'll be careful. We'll be careful. We know that there are some important days ahead. Let's not do anything silly and injure ourselves by overeating a massive load of, tea and cake and stuff. Okay, gain 75. Yeah, okay, that's nice. We gain some stuff. Can we just lose some stress? There we go. We lose 140 stress. Wow. Okay, well, there we go. Well, that sorted out our stress issues. We're now completely zen at the moment, having had a great big tea party. And here we go. We have lost the trait ill. Now is the time. Oh, destiny awaits Ealhswith. Because here it is. We can now mend the Great Schism. The Great Schism saw the Christian church divided, but if all 5 of the episcopal, I'm probably saying that wrong, sees of the Pentarchy could be restored under the rule of a single empire, under the enlightened leadership of a saintly ruler, there might be a chance to finally reunite Christendom. And now is the time. This is huge. This is a huge, huge moment. Teaism is about to become super dominant. In fact, hang on a minute, hang on. Let's have a quick look. So what have we got? I'm going to write these numbers down because they're going to change. So, Teaism, 656 counties currently follows Teaism. So 656 for Teaism. And then we've got Orthodoxy on 379, which is pretty good, Orthodoxy. And Catholicism, a somewhat sad 207. They were once so powerful. They were so powerful. And, the map looks wonderful. The map looks wonderful. However, I imagine it's about to get a whole lot better for Teaism. So here we go. Let us do the final thing. The final big job. And mend the Great Schism. We've got everything we need. One God, one church. Here we go, Ealhswith. Your time is now. Let's do this. It is done. The Great Schism is mended, with the Pentarchy firmly under Teaist control. In an unexpected turn of events, both the Pope in Rome, the Pope is not in Rome, I don't know where the Pope is, he might have come back to Rome, we might have let him in for a day, like a day pass or something, and the Patriarch of Constantinople are no longer able to deny the primacy of Teaism over all other branches of Christianity. The universal church has been restored, Teaism's fervour has gone up, Teaism now has ecumenism, which is exciting. It's got a new thing. And I think now, let's have a little look. So we've done that. Do we need to do... Hang on. Let's have a look at that. So are the numbers still the same? No. Oh my goodness me, no, they're not. They're absolutely not. Look, hang on a minute. What was that? There's so much Teaism. There's Teaism over here. There's Teaism down here and down here. Oh my word. Teaism has spread far and wide. It's even over here. It's so far over. It's down here on the coast over here as well, in kind of the Middle East areas. Wow. Okay, so what were the numbers? Up to 1,011 counties for Teaism. It went up by over 300. And then Catholicism's back in second. So Orthodoxy took a massive hit there due to Teaism. Orthodoxy is now down to 119 from 379 counties. That was brutal for Orthodoxy. Wow. I mean, there's hardly any left. If we look at Orthodoxy, there's just a few sort of little bits over here and some down kind of around here. That's not many. Look at Teaism. Oh my goodness me. It is glorious to behold. Oh, pretty much the entire world has gone Teaist and it is splendid to see. So there we have it. Empress Ealhswith has mended the Great Schism and Teaism is reigning supreme. Teaism is just looking utterly amazing. I mean, I'm amazed that it's spread over here. we probably don't even know that these places exist. They're so far removed from our main empire lands over here. We might be vaguely aware that there are some places over here, but we probably don't know anything about them. But now they're Teaist. They are following the great words of Teaism, like pop the kettle on and have a lovely cuppa. They are now abiding by those. They're having the lovely, the daily tea baths to wash away their sins and such like. It is wonderful. It's so very good to see. So well done, Empress Ealhswith. You have certainly, you've cemented your place in the history of the Cupboard Dynasty. You have done very, very well indeed. And you've lived up to the expectations of your ancestors. So I think your mum, particularly your mum actually, would be so very proud. Your mum would be absolutely overjoyed at the fact that you have promoted Teaism, a religion which she was utterly, absolutely passionate about. She'd be so happy that you promoted it to thousands and thousands and thousands of new people. So many people have become Teaist because of you, Empress Ealhswith, and I think that is mighty impressive indeed. So yes, you can now rest easy knowing that you have earned your place in the legends of the Cupboard Dynasty. And there we go. With the Great Schism finally mended, the tale of the Cupboard Dynasty can come to a close. The story is at an end, and we are finishing on an absolute high. It has been brilliant. But yes, this is the final act of the Cupboard Dynasty in Crusader Kings 3. Now, I know a few people in the comments on the previous videos have said, okay, mend the Great Schism, but then keep playing. Please keep playing. But I don't think that would work. I think we've achieved something here today, which is really very special. We've united Christianity under Teaism. We're at the pinnacle now. We're at the pinnacle. It's a bit like we've walked all the way up a mountain. We've got to the top of a mountain. It's been a wonderful, brave, bold journey. And now we're at the top of the mountain and we're looking at the view and we've got that sense of achievement. But then I think this is where we need to finish. We need to finish on the top of that mountain. We don't then want to start climbing back down the mountain and then finish, we're halfway down or whatever. It's not going to work. I think if we carried on playing, we'd get to the end date, which is 1450 something, I think. And then it would kind of just fall a bit flat, I think. So no, we shall indeed finish up for now with the Cupboard Dynasty. But let's not forget those who have gone before. Let's just go and have a little look back at all the characters that we have played as, that have made this story, that have been part of this fantastic tale that we've had here in Crusader Kings 3. So it all started with Earl Waltheof here all those years ago. Hello, Earl Waltheof. So this was the boy who created a legacy that would eventually build an empire the like the world had never seen before. He had a good long life, did Waltheof, and there was romance and poetry and war and an amazing hat. Of course, let's not forget the amazing hat. And he created the Duchy of Cupboard. He was the first person to get the Cupboard name onto an actual map, which was very exciting. But alas, following the death of his wife and soulmate Irmgard, he died of a broken heart. It was very tragic, a sad end to a glorious life, but of course he had set everything into motion. Next up was the fabulous Duke T, who was a man who did like a nice feast. He loved eating, did Duke T. He was a gluttonous chap, but he ruled for a very long time, and he was a very clever man indeed. He was very, very brainy. And while he started off as someone who wasn't overly skilled at very much at all, I mean, if we look at his stats there, they're not particularly good, except for his learning. He managed to boost all of his abilities by having loads of friends and very capable colleagues. He just surrounded himself with people who were very good at stuff, and that made him better. He did spend quite a bit of time at war with his nemesis Duke Glewithian. Do you remember Duke Glewithian from all those years ago? Taking me back, happy memories. But he did claim the dynasty's second duchy, which was Northumbria, and then that, of course, was renamed T in his honour. But sadly, he died of obesity. His gluttony caught up with him in the end, but he had done some great work for the dynasty. Next was Ethelweard, who was a very capable man. He was clever, he was a good diplomat, he was a good administrator, he was kind of all right all round. He was always living in the shadow of the popular Duke T, but he shall always be remembered for launching a valiant attempt to save the life of his wife Aurelia, only to find her naked and writing letters to the stork with none other than a bishop who had very kindly left his hat on during this naughty stork letter writing. I mean, he expanded the lands of Cupboard, did Ethelweard. He was aiming to create the Kingdom of Wales, but alas died before he could see his plan through to the end. But yes, his memory will always be tainted by that slightly awkward stork letter writing experience. Then came Offa, the man who became king, our very first king in the Cupboard dynasty. He created the Kingdom of Cupboard, of course he did, right there in the middle of England, and of course up at the top of England as well, with the Duchy of T. He was an excellent steward, and the money came in very nicely indeed under Offa's rule, but somewhat tragically, he died way too early. He died at 56, thanks to a bad omen in the skies, and then he was tricked into receiving one of those troublesome boxes of poisonous gold, which we have seen a few times, and that ended his life. So he was the first king of the dynasty, but aside from that, his rule was sort of relatively unspectacular. After Offa came King Radwald, who was a wonderful diplomat. He was a very handsome chap. He had a marvellous beard. It was tremendous as far as beards go. It was a very good beard, but he was a cursed man. He was very unlucky indeed. Unfortunately, he lost his grip on reality a little bit. So he ended up with the lunatic trait, which means he wasn't quite as sound of mind as he could have been. And then he got leprosy. And then the treatment for his leprosy went wrong. It went all sorts of wrong, which meant his face became horribly disfigured indeed. And this drove him into the depths of depression because he was once a handsome man. He lived by his looks. So to end up disfigured and in one of those kind of metal mask things was just too much for him. I mean, he did unite North Cupboard and South Cupboard. He united the two areas together. His achievements were great, but he was indeed a cursed man. Then King Eadbert took over, and he was our great administrator. The economy of the Kingdom of Cupboard thrived under his rule, and we earned so much money, which is always a very good thing. He upgraded a great deal of things, which just made everything better for the lands of Cupboard. Also, despite his somewhat poor martial skills, I mean, they're not great, as you can see there, he did preside over a gigantic expansion of land. He took so much land and was indeed the man who destroyed the title of the Kingdom of England. He took the title and then he tried it out for a day. He went around telling people he was the King of England, but he didn't really like it much, so he just obliterated it. He just destroyed the title of the Kingdom of England, and that then made conquering the remaining sort of former English lands nice and straightforward. So he was a nice guy. He was a nice man, aside from the fact that he murdered some random chap called Alan. But let's forget that. Let's overlook the random murdering of poor Alan, and let's just remember that King Eadbert was our great administrator. So yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Forget the kind of murdery bit. And next up, we played as King Radwald, who will always be remembered as the first of the rulers of Cupboard who went down the sneaky route, who chose the dark side of intrigue. He fabricated hooks and used this to essentially bribe people to join our court. And I'm pretty sure we bribed somebody by making sure that they were found indisposed by a band of jugglers, which was marvellous. And then when they were in our court, we could push their claims and then get even more land. So whilst it was quite a sinister way of doing things, it was also pretty effective. We got quite a lot of land from it. However, he was excommunicated by the Pope at the time, which was something that at the time didn't seem too big a thing. He was not that bothered. It wasn't that big a moment. But that excommunication of Radwald was the catalyst for the eventual destruction of Catholicism all those years later. The dynasty did not forget. Then came the reign of Sweyn, and Sweyn was completely brilliant. Not only did he have a mega brain, he was the cleverest person in the known world at one point, I'm pretty sure, but he was also the man who founded the mighty Empire of Cupboard. He overlooked the opportunity to create the Empire of Britannia and decided to make an empire in the name of his dynasty of which he was very proud. It took him a little while to get to the right level of fame to make it happen, but yes, he formed the wonderful empire that we have today. He became our very first emperor. He got the magnificent crown with all the loads of pointy bits on it, and it was a wonderful moment indeed for the Cupboard dynasty. But he did not stop there. Not content with creating an empire, he then took a load of Norwegian land too, and he made sure that the Anglo-Saxon culture was up to date with technology too, on account of his gigantic mega brain. So Sweyn was brilliant and wonderful, and a person deserving of the title of the very first Emperor of Cupboard. And then there was Teapot. Brilliant, splendid Teapot with his 3 physical traits, which meant that he was able to strengthen the bloodline of the entire dynasty, which made everyone healthier and increased the chances of new traits appearing by some ridiculous amount. It was like 4,000% or something daft like that. And that would have been enough. That would have been absolutely enough to cement his place in history. But no, he went above and beyond the call of duty, did Teapot. He added so much land, title after title, the Empire of Francia, the Empire of Scandinavia, 2 new empire titles, the economy thrived, our troop numbers thrived, but he will probably be best remembered for Teaism. His legacy is the one true Christian religion, a religion based on tea, the growing of tea, the enjoyment of tea, a faith that he believed in very, very passionately indeed. So yes, he did many things, did Emperor Teapot. He was a wonderful, wonderful person. But yes, the long-lasting sort of memory of Emperor Teapot will be the fact that he founded Teaism. Then, of course, the magnificent Empress Ealhswith was next, and she was a character of firsts for us in the Cupboard dynasty. She was the first woman we played as, she was the first martial character we played as, and she was the first character who was zealous and enjoyed nothing more than burning people at the stake. She was even more passionate than her dad Teapot about Teaism. She was fiercely passionate passionate about it. And she took this passion and chipped away at the lands of the Catholic Pope until he hardly had any land left at all. She was wonderful, was short. She was feisty and brave and fighty and strong and everything we wanted in our first martial leader. She added more land, more empire titles, Hispania, Aquitaine, loads more land and more besides. And her love of all things Teaism meant that she could also consecrate the Cupboard bloodline. Very sadly, her time was brought to an end a little too early due to the nefarious murdery actions of her daughter, but she was indeed mighty. And then we have ourselves the current ruler of the empire, the very talented Empress Ealhswith, who has managed to unite Christianity under the one true religion of Teaism. The Great Schism is mended, it's all been put back together, and Teaism is supreme, and Ealhswith can rest easy knowing that she has done something incredible for the Cupboard Dynasty. And of course, let's not forget, she was the one who finally unlanded the Catholic Pope. She was the one who turned the once mighty Catholic Pope into just some wandering Catholic priest, preaching on deaf ears to all the Teists around him. Now, I know lots of people in the comments have been saying, can we please look at the family tree? And so here is the family tree, but it is utterly incomprehensibly massive. It is just ludicrous. There's so many people in the Cupboard Dynasty. And, this is trying to fit everybody on. So, I mean, it's huge. It's just huge. There are so many people and children and relatives and aunts and uncles and cousins and third cousins, ninth removed and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know what people want to do whilst looking through it, but it's huge. I mean, we could have an entire video part on just looking through the family tree and just reminiscing about all the people. But look how much I've had to scroll over to get from one side to the other. It's huge. The Cupboard Dynasty is huge. And it started with just one man. It started, of course, with just one person. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. It started with Waltheof here, and look what he did. Look at the legacy he created. That man, that young man who started out as 16 years old, sort of stepping into the world of kingdom management and land management and all that kind of stuff, not really knowing what he was doing. Now, his legacy is it's just vast. It is vast and huge and wonderful and impressive. So there we go, our journey with the Cupboard Dynasty in Crusader Kings 3 is done. And it's been wonderful. It has been completely brilliant. So as somebody who came in as a newcomer to the Crusader Kings series, I didn't play Crusader Kings 2 properly. I played it for about 10 minutes and got incredibly confused and didn't go back to it again. But, coming in as a newcomer, it was bewildering at first. There's so much going on. But the comments section, thank you. Thank you to all the people who have joined in, leaving comments, helping me out, pointing me the right way, reminding me of things. Just sort of joining in and being part of this wonderful story that's been created in Crusader Kings 3. And that's kind of what Crusader Kings 3 is. It's I see it as a story generator game. Because even if stuff goes wrong, let's say, something happened and we lost the Empire of Cupboard, it would just be part of the story. We'd then have a challenge to go and get it back and stuff like that. It would just be, it's part of a story. You can't sort of win at Crusader Kings 3. You don't win, I suppose. There's no sort of victory to be had. It's about the journey you have and the story you make and all that kind of stuff. And it's been brilliant. It has been completely and utterly brilliant. I've enjoyed every single moment of it, from all the very silly little things, like, all the sort of comedy poems we've had to write to people, and all the times we've romanced our wives and husbands and stuff, through to, the great big wars, the huge wars we've had against the Pope and all that kind of stuff, holy wars. It's just been brilliant. It has been absolutely wonderful playing Crusader Kings 3. But yes, I think the time has come to end the tale of the Cupboard Dynasty. Now, of course, we will come back to Crusader Kings 3. We're not leaving Crusader Kings 3 off the channel forevermore because it's completely brilliant. It is one of my favourite games of all time. It quickly got to that status. But so it will come back. It will come back onto the channel at some point in the future. I think what we'll do is we will wait for some of the DLC to come out. And if Crusader Kings 2 is anything to go by, there will be lots of DLC. There'll be all sorts of exciting stuff coming for Crusader Kings 3. So we will come back to it at some point. I mean, I know the Viking DLC has come out. And, that's exciting. I don't fancy playing as a Viking right now, but maybe in the future, I don't know. And they have upgraded the game as well, just by a general sort of game update, which did mean that I had to roll back the version of Crusader Kings that I was playing on to finish our run with the cupboards here. I had to roll back a version. I tried to load it and it went, nope, not having this. This is not a valid save. I did have a little panic at one point, but no, fortunately in Steam, we could roll back to a version where our save games were still valid. But they've added loads of stuff. They've added sort of weather. It's got sort of snow and stuff. If you go to the sort of the colder regions, there's snow and there's different levels of snow which affect combat and stuff like that. So they've added loads of bits and bobs in. Also lots of Lots of new hats and beards and clothes and things have been added. I mean, it's a shame they couldn't come through to the version we were playing on. I do like a nice hat. But yes, we shall come back to Crusader Kings 3 at some point in the future. But yeah, when there's some new stuff to look at, when there's some exciting DLC that changes the game up a bit and gives us a little bit of a different challenge and a different sort of look at the game, we will absolutely 100% come back to Crusader Kings 3. It's too wonderful and brilliant not for me to want to play it again. It has to come back onto the channel for another exciting run. Who knows what that run will be, but yes, it shall no doubt be absolutely wonderful. But yes, we will finish things up. The tale of the cupboards is complete. I mean, who knows what will happen with Ealhswith? I don't know. Her kind of, the end of her story is unwritten. Let's just imagine that she goes on to do even more glorious things. Maybe she conquers the Byzantines. Let's have that, shall we? Let's get her sort of, maybe ridding the world of the Byzantines and taking over and just spreading the wonderful lands of Cupboard and, of course, the wonderful words of Teaism to everybody else around the known world. I think that would be wonderful. But yes, it is time for us to finish up with Crusader Kings 3 for now. If you have taken part in this, by the way, with anything, if you've watched, liked, subscribed, if you've commented, disliked, whatever, thank you very much. Thank you for joining in this wonderful Crusader Kings 3 journey we have been on. But yes, let us finish things up for now. So hopefully you have enjoyed this. I really hope you have, because I have had a thoroughly incredible time with Crusader Kings 3. If you have enjoyed it, then please do leave a like. That would be most splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with Crusader Kings 3 when it returns onto the channel at some point in the future. But for now, thank you very much for joining the Cupboard Dynasty and me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Kunik, your time is now. And you have missed, Kunik. This is unacceptable, Kunik. An Ash's caravan has been ambushed by man-hunting chinchillas. Are you going to land on my potatoes? That is just not the done thing. Oh, there's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3. These guys have got amazing hair. I'm delighted that we've actually done something and it's worked.